our hearts beat.
Have you ever noticed how a warm, relaxing soak can make the world feel just a little bit brighter? Maybe it's the way the water wraps around you, easing away the day's worries, or how you step out feeling like you can take on anything. Now, imagine if that feeling wasn't just a one-time treat, but a weekly habit that could boost your confidence, improve your health, and make you feel more vibrant after 50. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? If you're nodding along, you're in the right place. Today, we're diving into something special, how a simple hot tub soak can become your secret weapon for feeling stronger, healthier, and more self-assured. And the best part? It's easier than you think to make it a part of your life. Let's be real for a moment. After 50, life can throw some curveballs. Maybe your joints creak a little more than they used to, or you're noticing your energy isn't quite what it was in your 30s. Sometimes, it's easy to feel like your body's not keeping up with the person you are inside. But here's the thing. Small, intentional habits can make a massive difference, and soaking in a hot tub once a week is one of those game changers. It's not just about pampering yourself, though, trust me, it feels like a treat. It's about giving your body and mind the care they deserve so you can walk taller, smile wider, and tackle life with a spring in your step. Over the next few minutes, we're going to walk through 6 easy steps to make hot tub soaks a confidence-boosting part of your routine. These aren't complicated or expensive tricks, just practical, doable ideas that anyone can try. So let's start with the first step, understanding why hot tub soaks are so powerful, especially as we age. Picture this. You slip into warm, bubbling water, and almost instantly, your muscles start to relax. That's not just your imagination. It's science at work. The heat from the water increases blood flow, which helps loosen up stiff joints and soothe aches. For those of us over 50, this is huge. Maybe you've been dealing with a nagging lower back pain or knees that complain after a long walk. A hot tub soak can be like a gentle massage, easing that tension and giving your body a chance to reset. But it's not just about physical relief. When your body feels better, your mind follows. You start to feel more capable, more in control. It's like the water washes away self-doubt along with the stress. I remember talking to my friend Linda, who's 62 and swears by her weekly hot tub time. She told me that after a soak, she feels like she's standing a little taller, like she's ready to take on her next project or even just enjoy her day more fully. Linda's not alone. Studies back this up. Research shows that regular hydrotherapy, like hot tub soaks, can reduce pain and improve mobility, especially for conditions like arthritis, which many of us face as we get older. But here's what I love most. It's not just about fixing what's wrong. It's about amplifying what's right. When you feel less pain and more ease in your body, you're more likely to say yes to that dance class, that hike with friends, or even just a walk around the neighborhood. That's confidence in action. Now let's move to the second step, making your hot tub soak a ritual you look forward to. This isn't about just jumping in and out of the water. It's about creating an experience that feels special, like a gift to yourself. Think about what makes you feel relaxed and happy. Maybe it's lighting a few candles around the tub, playing soft music, or even bringing a favorite book to read while you soak. The key is to make this time yours. For me, it's all about setting the mood. I dim the lights, put on some jazz, and let the world fade away for 20 minutes. It's not fancy, but it feels like a mini vacation. And when you treat yourself to something that feels this good, you're sending a message to yourself. I'm worth this. That's a powerful boost to your self-assurance. Here's a quick tip to make it even easier. Plan your soak for the same time each week. Maybe it's Sunday evening to wind down the weekend or Wednesday night to break up the week. Pick a time that works for you and stick to it, just like you would a coffee date with a friend. Consistency turns a nice idea into a habit, and habits are what build lasting change. If you don't have a hot tub at home, don't worry. Many community centers, gyms, or even local spas offer access to hot tubs for a small fee. You can still make it a ritual, maybe by packing a cozy towel or treating yourself to a cup of tea afterward. The point is to create a routine that feels like a treat, not a chore. Before we go further, let me share a little story. My neighbor Tom, who's 55, was skeptical when I first mentioned hot tub soaks. He thought they were just for luxury or younger folks. But after a particularly tough week, he tried it at his gym. He came back raving about how he slept better that night and felt less stiff the next day. Now he's hooked, and he says it's not just about his body, it's about how he feels about himself. He's more likely to try new things, like joining a local hiking group, because he feels stronger and more capable. That's the kind of ripple effect we're talking about here. So, we've covered why hot tub soaks are so effective and how to turn them into a ritual you love. These are the foundations of building a habit that doesn't just feel good, but changes how you see yourself. As we keep going, we'll explore how to make your soaks even more effective with a few simple tweaks, like the best temperature and timing to get the most benefits. Stick with me, because this is where it gets even more exciting. You're going to love how easy it is to take this to the next level. So, you're starting to see how a weekly hot tub soak can be more than just a relaxing escape. It's a way to recharge your body and boost your confidence. Now let's take it up a notch and talk about how to make those soaks work even harder for you. We're going to dive into a few simple tweaks that can turn your hot tub time into a powerhouse for your health and self-assurance. These next steps are all about getting the most out of every minute you spend in that warm, bubbling water. And trust me, they're easier than you might think. Let's start with the third step, finding the perfect temperature and timing for your soak. This might sound basic, but it's a game changer. The ideal hot tub temperature for most people over 50 is between 100 and 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's warm enough to relax your muscles and improve circulation, but not so hot that it leaves you feeling drained. If you're new to hot tubs or have health concerns like high blood pressure, start on the lower end, around 100 degrees, and see how your body feels. You can always adjust as you go. I learned this the hard way when I cranked the heat too high my first time and ended up feeling woozy instead of refreshed. Lesson learned: moderation is key. Timing matters just as much. Aim for a soak that lasts about 15 to 20 minutes. This gives your body enough time to reap the benefits, like reduced muscle tension and better blood flow, without overdoing it. If you stay in too long, you might feel lightheaded or overly relaxed, which isn't the goal. We want you stepping out of that tub feeling energized and ready to take on the world. A good trick is to set a timer on your phone or even bring a small waterproof clock to keep track. And here's a little tip from my own routine. I like to sip on a glass of cool water while I soak. It keeps me hydrated and makes the experience feel even more refreshing. Now, let's move to the fourth step, adding gentle movement to your soak. This isn't about turning your hot tub into a gym session. Don't worry, we're keeping it easy. But a little bit of movement in the water can amplify the benefits and make you feel even stronger. The warmth of the water makes your joints more flexible, so it's the perfect time to do some gentle stretches or light exercises. For example, try slowly rolling your shoulders or gently stretching your arms overhead. If your hot tub has jets, position yourself so they massage a sore spot, like your lower back, while you move. I love doing a simple neck stretch, tilting my head side to side, while the jets work their magic. It feels like a mini spa treatment. If you're feeling a bit more adventurous, you can try some seated leg lifts. Just sit on the edge of the tub and lift one leg at a time, holding it for a few seconds before lowering it. This strengthens your leg muscles and improves circulation, which is especially helpful if you spend a lot of time sitting during the day. My friend Susan, who's 58, swears by this. She started doing these little movements during her weekly soaks, and she says her knees feel stronger when she's out gardening or chasing her grandkids. The best part? You don't need to be a fitness guru to do this. Just move in a way that feels good for your body and stop if anything feels uncomfortable. Let's talk about the fifth step, pairing your soak with mindfulness to supercharge your confidence. This might sound a little fancy, but it's really just about being present in the moment. When you're in the hot tub, it's easy to let your mind wander to your to-do list or that conversation you had earlier. Instead, try focusing on the sensations around you, the warmth of the water, the sound of the bubbles, the way your muscles feel as they relax. Take a few deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling slowly through your mouth. This simple act can calm your mind and make you feel more centered. I started doing this after a friend suggested it, and it's been a total game changer. I spend a few minutes during my soak just breathing and noticing how my body feels. It's like hitting a reset button for my stress levels. Sometimes I even add a little positive self-talk. I'll think to myself, I'm strong, I'm capable, and I'm taking care of myself. It might feel silly at first, but it's amazing how these small affirmations can shift your mindset. When you step out of the tub, you're not just physically refreshed, you're mentally ready to tackle whatever comes your way. Research even shows that mindfulness practices like this can reduce anxiety and boost self-esteem, which is exactly what we're aiming for. Let me share a quick story about my cousin Mark, who's 60 and recently retired. He was feeling a bit lost without his daily work routine, and his confidence took a hit. I suggested he try hot tub soaks with a mindfulness twist, and he was skeptical at first. But after a few weeks, he told me he felt more grounded and even started volunteering at a local community center. He says those quiet moments in the tub helped him reconnect with himself and realize he's got a lot to offer. That's the kind of transformation we're talking about. Small steps leading to big changes. We've just covered how to optimize your soak with the right temperature, timing, gentle movement, and a touch of mindfulness. These steps are like ingredients in a recipe, working together to make your hot tub time a confidence-boosting powerhouse. As we keep going, we'll explore how to make this habit sustainable and even more rewarding, with some practical tips to keep you motivated and feeling great. Stay with me, because you're going to love how this all comes together. Now that you've got the tools to make your hot tub soaks truly powerful, let's wrap this up with the final step and some ideas to keep this habit going strong. We're talking about ways to make your weekly soak a lasting part of your life, something you look forward to that keeps boosting your health and confidence. Plus, we'll tie everything together so you feel inspired to start or keep making those warm, bubbly moments work for you. Let's dive in with the sixth step and bring it all home. The sixth step is all about making your hot tub soaks sustainable and keeping yourself motivated to stick with them. It's one thing to try something new and feel great, but the real magic happens when it becomes a regular part of your routine. Think of it like watering a plant. If you do it consistently, it thrives. The first trick is to keep your hot tub experience fresh. Over time, even the best rituals can start to feel routine, so mix things up to keep it exciting. Maybe one week you try a new playlist, something upbeat like classic rock or soothing like nature sounds. Another week, you could add a drop of lavender essential oil to the water for a spa-like vibe, as long as your tub's guidelines allow it. Small changes like these make each soak feel special and keep you coming back. Another way to stay motivated is to track how you feel after your soaks. You don't need a fancy journal. Just jot down a few notes on your phone or a piece of paper. Maybe you notice you're sleeping better, or your hips don't ache as much when you climb stairs. My friend Carol, who's 67, started doing this and was amazed at how much progress she saw. She told me that seeing those little wins, like feeling more limber or having more energy, made her eager to keep up her weekly soaks. It's like giving yourself a pat on the back and a reminder of why you're doing this. And when you feel those benefits, it's easier to say, I'm worth this time, which is a huge boost to your confidence. If you're worried about fitting this into a busy schedule, here's a tip. Pair your soak with something you already do. For example, if you always catch up on calls with family on Sundays, make that your soak day and treat it as part of your wind down. Or, if you love watching a favorite show, plan your soak right before or after. This way, it's not an extra task. It's part of something you already enjoy. I do this with my Saturday mornings. I soak, then sip coffee while reading the paper, and it feels like a perfect start to the weekend. Finding ways to weave this habit into your life makes it so much easier to stick with. Now, let's take a moment to think about what we've covered. You've learned how a simple hot tub soak can ease your aches, improve your mobility, and make you feel stronger in your body. You've got ideas for turning it into a ritual with the right mood, temperature, and timing. You've even added gentle stretches and mindfulness to make those 20 minutes work harder for your health and mindset. And now you've got strategies to keep this going, so it's not just a one-off, but a habit that keeps paying off. These aren't big, overwhelming changes. They're small, doable steps that add up to something incredible, a healthier, more confident you. I want to share one last story about my Uncle Ray, who's 70 and started hot tub soaks last year after a knee injury slowed him down. He was frustrated, feeling like he'd lost a part of himself. But after a few months of regular soaks, he noticed he was moving better and even laughing more. He started hosting card nights with his buddies again, something he hadn't done in years. Ray says it's not just about his knee, it's about feeling like he's still got plenty of life to live. That's what this is all about. It's not about turning back the clock, but about making the most of right now, feeling good in your skin, and knowing you're taking care of yourself. So what's next? If you've got a hot tub at home or access to one at a gym or community center, give this a try. Start with one soak this week. Set the temperature around 100 to 104 degrees and spend 15 to 20 minutes just enjoying the moment. Add a stretch or two. Take a few deep breaths and notice how you feel afterward. If you love it, make it a weekly thing and play with the ideas we've talked about. Music, candles, or even a positive affirmation. And if you're thinking, this sounds great, but I'm not sure where to start, just take it one step at a time. You don't need to do it all at once. Even a single soak can be a step toward feeling stronger and more self-assured. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you tried hot tub soaks before? What's your favorite way to make them special? Maybe you've got a tip I haven't thought of, or you're excited to try this for the first time. Share your thoughts. I read every comment, and it's so inspiring to hear your stories. If you found this helpful, give the video a thumbs up. It really helps others find it. And if you want more tips like this for living your best life after 50, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. Here's the bottom line. You deserve to feel vibrant, confident, and strong, no matter your age. A weekly hot tub soak is one simple, enjoyable way to make that happen. So go for it. Treat yourself to that warm, bubbly goodness and let it remind you just how capable and amazing you are. Here's to living well, feeling great, and soaking up every moment. I'll see you in the next video.
We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals they take us higher. The night's young, it has just begun as she